When do you know what is the best time to post?
Are we talking social media?
Yes.
And are we talking all social media platforms, or are we talking one in particular?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, so the first thing you need to know is, who are you selling to?
Right.
So you have to think about them. So the first thing you can do, which is very easy, especially if you're just starting out, is you go, who is my target audience? So if it is mums, for example, then it's likely that they're going to be posting when would you be looking on the internet?
First thing in the morning or last thing at night?
Cool. Normally when you're trying to actually pretend you're talking to your husband?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. So that's a really good time to post if your target market is mums.
Yeah.
If you've got someone who works in offices, I often post things that are at 10:30 to 11 or between 12 and 2, because those people are looking at social media during lunch times.
Right.
Actually, 3 p.m. is quite a good time because that's when most people want to go home, so they start looking at social media instead.
Right, yeah. I don't do that.
No, me neither. Awkward. Okay, so that would be the first thing I would suggest, is to do the posts by behaviour. So think about your target market, and this is why it's really important to talk about target market, because target market's not just about your language, it's about behaviour and who is where.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is you actually can get lots of information from analytics in Facebook itself.
Right.
So in the back of Facebook on the page, it shows you where people are engaged, and when people are coming on and looking at interacting with your posts.
Yes.
So you can use that as well. If you haven't had much luck with that before, just test it out. Like, try a few different ones and go, everyone interacts on Saturday at 10 o'clock, so that's a good time for me to use it.
So that's kind of what you're saying is that some of this is trial and error. You give it a go.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, it is, the more traffic you have to your page or to your platform, and the more interaction that's going on, the easier it is for Facebook to analyse it.
Okay.
But you can't do that with a new page or when you don't have a lot of engagement, so you have to use kind of your headspace to do it as well. The other cool trick you can do, which I really like, find a business that's in the same brand as you or the same area as you, and have a look at theirs. If they're immensely popular, see when they're posting. Steal their ideas.
Well, plagiarism, eh?
Well, it's not plagiarising anything, really. It's just like taking the intel. It's really good. And then the last thing that you can do, so I use Zoho Social to post. I think you use Hootsuite, don't you? So Zoho Social actually does this thing called Smart Queue, where it learns the behaviours of the people that are interacting with you. And then you go, hey, when's the best time to post? And it will say, okay, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock, 20% of your engaged audience will be here and watching, because we've learnt from their behaviour and that's what they do. So there is some more AI coming on. Facebook is starting to introduce that too and roll that out, where it actually will say suggested times to post. So that stuff is happening more and more as people, as the tech develops, and that will help. But start with a little bit of thought processing as opposed to anything else.
Like that, because I think Hootsuite also does an auto schedule.
There we go.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, just test it out though. But like anything, you try it, test it, and just use the ideas from it and not be too tied to it.
So clever.
So easy.